You talked earlier about the flax and the ears of the flax. Did you tie oats?
I did. And cut it, and stacked it, and reeked it, and pitched it to the thrasher. When it we had thrashing, those little thrashers going about, not like the big things now. There was some small, little engine. A man head up the road and he'd go around thrashing. And there, the two kinds of chaff had come out of it. One kind was kept for bed ticks for children, and the other was through the rotting. But the good clean chaff was kept and cleaned, and my father used to put it through the winning machine, and it cleaned it again, and it'd be sewed into ticks to putting on the children. And I slept on a chaff tick, and it didn't keep me from growing.
Not a bit in the world. Not a bit in the world. It might be no harm at this stage just to remind those that are listening that we're talking to Annie Barber, and you're in the townland here again of
Tilligriff.
Tilligriff, that's just outside Tierworker.
Yes.
And you're in the County Meath.
Yes.
Very close to Cavan.
Me leg across the border.
And this lady was born in Rockcorry in the early years, in the early part of 1900, about 905 or 6.
1906 I was born. I was born the 7th of February 1906.
You also can recall when the Titanic went down. Talk to us about that and what you were at then.
Cutting seed in the hall, and there was two lads from Tierworker Chapel, from Currawalken Chapel, that was the Catholic Church, and there was two girls on that ship, and they were all cutting seed potatoes in our house, and the Holy War was the Titanic was after going down, and all hands on it, and the worry was these two girls on it, and there was a man. So they found out the two girls were safe, but they never found out the man was, but he was. It came later that he come out somewhere, but they found out early that the two girls wasn't around.
Can you elaborate a little bit on that story about the cutting of the seed and the one that was cutting the bottom part of that? What was that?
She was she was an aunt of my father's, and she was a Scotch nurse, and her husband was in the Royal. He was a soldier anyway in the Royal Fusiliers, I think. No, that's before the wars at all. And he died, and she came home, and she came to our house to live. Oh, she scored herself. She wouldn't let us do this. She wouldn't let us do that. She wouldn't let us do any. Oh, it was terror. We hated her, but they were cutting seed in the hall in the house this day for the potatoes, and you know every potato was a potato, had to be saved. So she was coming on, and to make a good one on herself, she cut the butt of the seed where the stalk had come out. And my father come at her, he says, "Auntie," he says, "you shouldn't do that." "Why shouldn't I do that?" She says, "Won't I feed fowl?" She was saving them to buy them for hens. He said, "Right, the row is," and she threw the knife and went about her business. And she was cutting just the part of the seed. These is there, and this is the other end of it. So she was cutting this off and saving it for her. She was leaving these, thinking these would come up on their own. So that row was that row was there. And I mean that row with the cutting of the seed.
Did you believe in cures or give in to that kind of thing?
Well, I can't believe in cures. I got one thing cured in my life. And I had arthritis since I was 40 years of age. And I went to many people, including that Danny Gallagher, for to get cured. And it never had the least effect on me. But that woman that cured that ringworm on me, and another place I had shingles on me back. And actually this one son was away working down at Clonus, and he was talking to the brother-in-law of my sister, husband, and he knew a man away down. Oh, do you know where it was? He's not here. Way down, and I don't know where. But the two set out one night on bicycles, and they went down to this man, and they got the cure of the shingles. And the next day the lad headed home to me. So the sister, one of the sisters, put it on me back as soon as I came, and I threw it, heating it up. I was better in a couple of days. And he cut the top of his thumb. I heard them saying it was a small little piece I got, but there was blood through it, and he cut the top of his thumb and let his thumb drip into the cure. But that was two cures I got: the cure of the ringworm and the cure of the shingles. But I had other things that, you might be rubbing anything. Ringworm was from on, I was plagued with ringworm. But I got myself, I could make up a bit of lamp oil and black soot or something and rub it on the ringworm and kill it up on the spot. It's only skin really. As it's the last day ever I was at school, I had ringworm from there into there, and the schoolmasters told me, don't come back to school till you get that ringworm killed, because the other children couldn't take it off. It was from there into there.
That's from one eye to the other almost.
From one eye and down to here. A big, and you know, that time there would be no doctor nor anything. I was sent to school in that bit. So my father had told me that morning to go to a cow quack. So it was along the way and get a piece of a rub for the ringworm, and so I did.
What in the name of God is a cow quack? What's that?
Oh, come on, that's a cow quack. A cow quack is a man that'll take on to cure things that's not a bit or anything.
Oh.
What you like myself, that I done it 100 times, or many a thing he cured them to. But he was a cow quack, he was full of all cows that had have sore feet and sore eyes and sore toes and this and that. He'd be working on them. So he had to cure the ringworm, and I got some of him. And my father brought me out the next morning, and he got me heading under his doctor and a knife, and he scraped me nose. Do you think it was a pig? And he scraped me nose down, and rubbed this into it. But the ringworm was gone. So that was some beauty. He got me heading under his doctor, and he scraped me nose with the handle of a knife, with a new knife, and scraped me nose, and put this plaster on it, and it went. And I never left a knot on me. And all the ringworm I ever had never left a scar on me.